Hello. Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 15th of August and this is US session. Do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk. And you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades and you take independent decisions. So with that, we move on to our live trades and analysis. Okay, the core retail sales month on month forecast was 0.3 and actual came out to be 0.3. Then we have a retail sales month on month forecast was 0.6 but came out to be 0.5, slightly weaker. Empire State Manufacturing Index forecast is negative 1.2 but came out to be very strong, 11.9. Then at 2200 hours we have a prelim UIM consumer sentiment, and I think that's it. And also I think Trump has more or less mentioned, I know, is pushing to really cut the interest rate and we just have to wait to see what because we are getting mixed data. In fact, the CPI came out to be stronger than expected. Non-farm payroll came out to be weaker. Then PPI came out very strong. So we are getting mixed data. So maybe they may want to delay one more month, or September most likely they may go for a cut. So now the data, since morning we didn't enter any trades because most of the trades wasn't filled. And in fact, the only trade was like morning we were trying to sell gold at 50, but I think the high it came was 48 half. But actually 48 half is the level. So I was, because of the risk, I was putting in slightly higher, but the high was I think about 48.8 and in came off. So before we go on to the live trades, we have just taken this trade, and fortunately all are making money. So now let's discuss these three trades in detail. Then after that we look into the Dow and the Nasdaq. So these are the five trades which five instruments which we would focus on US trading session. So now let's start off. Gold US right now, this is trading at 37.38. Okay, we shorted at 42 half with a stop at 49. So we need to revise the stop. That's one first. Second is we need to work out our price target. Then after that we look into all the other trades to see whether any adjustments need to be done. Then after that we go on to the Dow and the Nasdaq. So let's look into the chart. So now looking at the gold US. Okay, this is a week. Today is the last trading day of the week. So price is trading below previous week low, but still in a congestion. So if your current week low, which is 30, if it breaks, then we should see the price heading towards 25 and 10. Okay, then or extension of this level, which would be about 22 and 33007. So as of now, we will take the current low, the current week low 30 as our first target. Then if it breaks, then we should look into 22 and 10. So we will take as three targets, three targets in mind. So 30, 22 and 10. So when we look into the weekly, okay, now you look into the daily, I think the daily is showing a good support. Okay, this is showing a current day low might have been seen at 32. So right now this is holding above the open. So we have to be a bit careful. Another thing to take note is if we are expecting market to be weaker, today closing must be near the low. That is another clue we need to take note. So meaning to say, if the market is weak, we expect the price to be closing near the low and testing the previous low. See, all these clues would help us in our getting the perfect answer to our trades. Now, when we look into the 6 hours, okay, the 6 hour is trading below the previous 6 hour or near the previous 6 hour low, and this is trading below the open. So we should see the price breaking the 30. If it breaks, then we should see the price heading towards 22 and 10. Okay, so let's do this. Then next, so when we look at the 2-hour chart, okay, the 2-hour meaning to say that this has got another 30 more minutes left. Okay, we have another 30 more minutes left, and we are seeing weak. So I think we can hold the trade. Now finally we look into the 15-minute. I think 15-minute is also pointing lower. So I think we should give some time. So the now only thing we can do is remember the TP. If your 30 breaks, then we should be heading towards 22, 18 and 10 or lower. So looking at your RSI, okay, that will give you another clue. I think it can break and we can see at least 20 if the 30 breaks. So what we will do is we would revise our stop to 45 half, and our TP we will try to put it at 20. Then later on we would see whether we can go for any add-on trades. Okay, add-on trades when the new time belt comes into play. Okay, so let's do the changes. Okay, this one I want to reduce it to 45 half and TP is 20. Okay, the condition is 30 must break. So the condition is 30 must break. So we just closely monitor and also take note that the 41 half should not break. Okay, so these are the two things, the levels which we can focus, so at least we can be in a comfort zone and we can manage the trade and try to get into the trade. Since we feel that this is going to go down, we can go for an add-on entry at another one at 41 half or 40 half with the stop at 45 or 46. So this would be another add-on entry. So we have a 46 half selling. That one I think we change it to 41 half, stop 46 half. And this one we will go for a conservative target 30 half, and validity is 2 hours from now. So 2 hours is 16, about 18, 18 expiry is about 18. So we have placed another add-on entry and we will see how this trade comes, and we will manage and hold on to this trade. Okay, the condition is we have to see the 30 breaks. If the 30 break, then I think we may want to go for another entry as well. So, but let's wait to see how this trade progresses, and we will see how we can get the best out of this entry. The next trade we are going to look for is gold euro. So we have entered at 2859. Okay, right now is about $4 down. So 2859, the same thing when we look into the weekly. Okay, the weekly is telling us that this will be closing near the low. Okay, the clue I'm giving you is it will be closing near the low. So most likely should be 2830. Okay, 2830. Remember, we had a buy order placed at 2835. I don't know whether you recall. So the one we will go and check, and we would need to do that trade. So now looking at the day, this is trading below the previous day low. So I think we can hold, and we can see the price target projected from here, which is about 2840 or 2830. So that should be our target for today. So 6 hours also below the previous day low. I think well and good. This is weaker than the gold US. So I think we can go for another entry on this. So RSI says there are more downward pressure expected. So now we have given our early on stop at 66. So what we want to do is we want to let me check. Okay, we want to go for another sell, another sell at 58. Okay, another sell at 58. Then the TP we are looking at is 35. Okay, we'll take it as 35. Then we will lower the other stop. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, okay, you see here, we revise the stop to 61 half, and the TP we enter at 35. Okay, so TP at 35. So we have revised, and remember I told you we have a buy order at 2835. Remember, weekly buy. So I think this one we cancel it, because this is no point, we are already coming to end of the week. So I think we have to place it next week. So this is, we cancel this trade. So now we will go for another add-on entry. Okay, since this is showing more weakness, we will try to double our profits. So we will try to go for another sell at 58, and this one we will put a stop at 63, and the TP we will put it slightly higher, which is 40. So if you notice, we are giving all different entry levels. Entry is one, stop loss is different, TP is different. So just in case one misses, then we can be on the uh, uh, other thing. Okay, yeah, I saw this. There's a message. Thank you very much for your insight. Very helpful. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you for your support. The only thing I'm looking, because our thing, I'm not sure whether this is the first time you're coming in. Okay, we are genuine business, and whatever the trades we are taking is genuine, is live trades, and this is a live account, and our trading is all very systematic. So if you can follow it and if you can understand it, then it will be very useful to you in the long run. Okay, so now let's see that. So now we are going for add-on entry at 58, and also, you know, when we put in the trades, we try not to get emotional, you know, try not to be very emotional. When we see the level, we take, otherwise, you know, we let it go. But sometimes we might need to hit the market, because if we are, I mean, every day we have a target to achieve. Every day our goal is to attain at least 2%. That's what our goal is, you know, and also a maximum risk we use is 2 to 3%. So in other words, one day if you lose, then it becomes like you just, like, you know, you're just climbing up a ladder. Every day you try to hit 2%, then one day, if let's say you fall, you only fall one step below and not all the way down towards the basement. So that is the plan, and that is how we analyze our trades. Now let's go on to the next trade. Before we go on to the adjustment to the next trade, I think the Dow has already started. So let's look into the Dow and the and the Nasdaq. Then after that we start to play the game for the others. So now looking at the Dow, okay, we look at the weekly time frame. Okay, weekly, I think our target was at 45,250. I think I remember putting this level. I don't know when it happened. So I think it got rejected from there. Yeah, today is the one it rejected. So I think we should be able to go for this trade, because that was our projected target. If you want, I can show you the projected target again. So this should be somewhere from here to here, about 45,300, or would be like from here, this high, to this low, or this low. Then you see here exactly that 45,250 is our target. So now I think we are seeing the price showing weakness. Let's not waste this trade. This already started turning. So let's hit the market one trade. Okay, be in the trade. Then we will analyze again, you know. So hit sell at the market, the Dow, sell at the market, because the target has already been reached. So we want to sell one lot at the market. I'll give you the stop loss and the okay, I've entered at 45,060. So now this stop I need to put above today's high, 265, and 180 we can go for another entry. Okay, so I just sold at market because I don't want to miss this entry. So I have put my stop because the price has reached its target. So we'll put as 260 first. That means about 200 pips risk. Okay, the reward I'll give you the price as we go on. Then I want to go for another sell at 180. Okay, 180 or 170. So that one we will go for a slightly higher volume. Okay, higher volume, that means I'll go for 1.5 times. You see, the thing, please take note, if you are trading Dow, please check with your brokerage on the volume, because different brokerage will have different trading size. So I don't want you to get cost. So your risk must be must be uh, uh, acceptable. Okay, meaning to say, like for instance, you see, like right now we are losing 20 pips, is only $20. So if I lose 200 pips, is I only lose $200. So you need to know, sometimes they give you a big Dow, and also you can also check on the margin, what is the margin taken for that trade. That would also give you a guidance that what is the volume you are doing. So now I have another entry 1.5. See, just now I entered one lot, I sold, and this is another, the second entry I'm going for 1.5 and this is only 100 pips stop loss, and this one is 200 pips. So can you see the difference how we play the game? Okay, now next let's go into the Nasdaq, then come back to gold Aussie. Okay, the Nasdaq the Nasdaq on the weekly, okay, this is trading rejected from the high, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I gave a sell order at 24,150, but I think it didn't even reach 23,985. So right now we can see lower high and lower low, so that indicates that probable we may have seen the top on the weekly, and we shouldn't see the price going beyond that. So now today's high is 23,880, and yesterday's high is 23,925. So now when we look into the 2 hours chart, this is showing weakness. So what we will do is we will try to sell one lot at market, and we'll go for another one. So let's go for a sell market. So I've sold at market, and I'll put this stop loss at 945, above yesterday's high. So if I'm wrong, then definitely I should be getting kicked out on this. So then we need to go for an add-on entry. The one I think we can do later, because now is not in a hurry, or maybe let's finish this then before we go to the gold Aussie. So now the next one, the re-entry I want to go for is I want to sell at 850 or 870. Okay, with the stop 9 above the highest high, 995. So I'll put at 870. Again, this round I got to put a higher volume. You see how we play the game. When the risk is less, when the reward is more, then we'll try to increase the volume. So now we will go for Nasdaq. Okay, selling at 870. Okay, this round I'll go for two lots, and 870 and above the previous day as the stop. So you see I've placed another entry which is higher. So then once the order is filled, then we would try to manage it with the best possible trade. Okay, so now let's move on to our gold Aussie. Okay, right now this is making about $10. Okay, this is making about $10. So now we need to see the target and do the adjustments for this trade. So you look at the gold Aussie, you look at the weekly. So weekly, this is looking at the price action and patterns. Today is expected to close near the low. Okay, so that's all I can tell you. So you hold sell until end of the day or price target is reached. So that would be one of the best way to get the maximum out of this market. So the target we are looking is somewhere near 5060. Okay, I don't know whether you recall, we gave a weekly buy at 5065. Okay, I'm not sure whether you have been following us. Okay, we keyed in somewhere, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, as our I think Wednesday, as our target as 5065. So let's take that for the time being, that as a weekly target. But the condition we need to take note is we need to see a clear break of 5115. So once we see that level break, we should see the price moving lower, and the 5065 is somewhere here, and maybe we can go on a conservative TP at 5090. Okay, then if you ask me whether we want to go for any add-on entry, I would love to have an add-on entry because market is in our favor and we should drain as much as we can from the market. So we try to reduce our risk, then we would try to go for the maximum output. So now I want to go for another add-on entry at 5125. Then for that, the stop I will want to put at 5134. Okay, 34. Then this TP I will put it as 5100. So we early on we projected 5090. So we will have two TPs. One is at 5100, another one at 5090. Okay, so let me change this. The first entry, I want to reduce my stop first to 28. Okay, 28, and my TP is 5090. Okay, so this one I've done the changes for this trade. So now I'm going to go for an add-on entry. Okay, remember add-on entry, because market is in our favor. So we will go for an add-on entry at 5125. And that one at the stop I'll put it as 5131. Then I'll put a very conservative target 5100, and expiry I'll just give about 1 to 2 hours, because that's the trade I'm going to manage. So then I would just sit in front of the screen and I'll try to manage it. And remember, I told you I gave a buy order, a weekly buy. Can you see? That means we are expecting our target to be 5065. That is the projected levels which we have done somewhere in Wednesday or Thursday. So we want to cancel it, because coming to end of the week, we want to cancel it. Or you can, unless you are staying awake until the US closes, then you may want to stay and try to get the maximum from that. Okay, so but as of now, I don't think I want to stay till the market closes, so I cancel it. So now, so far so good, all are doing well. So now we slowly monitor and try to drain the money from the market slowly. Okay, so now we are making about 1.6%. So when it comes to maybe about 2%, then we'll try to lock in the profits while we are waiting for the trade. Okay, let's quickly run through all the other trades while we are waiting. Then after that, if you have any questions you may want to ask, feel free to ask. I'll be glad to answer. Okay, now we have a Aussie selling at 65.40. Okay, this is coming to end of the week and the last trading time belt of the week. That means this is the last time belt. So I don't think I want to have this order. So I want to cancel it. Okay, Bitcoin, we can afford to wait because tomorrow and Sunday we will be trading. So the one we will look into it later. Finally, we'll look into it finally on the Bitcoin. Okay, now let's look at Euro. The same scenario. This is a day sell and last trading session. So I don't want to take this trade. I want to cancel it. The same thing for pound, also approaching, but I want to cancel because of last trading session. Okay, dollar yen, we are in the opposite direction. We gave a sell at 47.80. Right now is 46.95. Cancel. Okay, then pound Aussie, we are putting at 51.80. Cancel. We are already on the opposite side. Okay, gold, euro, selling at 28.80. Cancel. Also opposite side. Then I think we have reduced all. So now is much neater. So now is much neater. Okay, I have saying we take profits before 10 p.m. news comes out. Okay, mostly that is up to you. This is your individual thing. So maybe what we can do is we can wait near that data. Probably we lock in 1 or 2, so to be on the safe side. So taking profits is all up to your individual needs and what is your expectation. So the only thing we got to play safe is like when we see now. Okay, now we are seeing the gold US. Okay, so now we should not see the price going above this high or 30, 37, 38. So what you can do, you want to stay in the trade. See, like our stop, we can reduce it to 38.5. So, so for sure, we will take a profit. Then we would want to get the best out of the market. Okay. So remember, I told you every day our target is 2%. So we once we reach 2%, now we're already 1.9%. So when it reaching 2%, then we'll try to lock in one by one. So at least we don't want to end the day with disappointment. We still have another 10 more minutes, not to worry. So the direction is, we are in the right direction, sitting comfortably, and we have another 10 more minutes for this market movement. So we'll wait, then we would get the maximum. Okay, and the question is, if you're not already in the trade, then probably best to wait on news data. Okay, and this is, you see, you know, this is like just like catching a train or bus, So if let's say you missed it, okay, you missed the train. The only thing is you got to wait for the next train or next bus to come. There's no way. Unless you want to chase, it's not going to work out. And also, if you try to enter, also you may end up getting into the lowest point or the worst entry. So the best thing is you wait for re-entry levels, then we get out safely. Okay, so now we are already reaching 2%, more than 2%. So I think I would slowly try to lock in one by one, so at least I get the maximum from today. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close see which one is making the maximum. So gold, euro, I want to close it. Okay, I lock in, so at least I take that profit. Gold, Aussie also I lock in. Then this one probable, okay, we will exit at 33. Just exit at 33. Then so at least we have already made that 2%. Then we can look for re-entry again comfortably. We don't have to be that desperate, because we already hit our price target. So then we can afford to wait or get the best entry. Okay, so now let's see since we have closed the gold, Aussie and gold thing. You see, even this also is trying to move higher. Okay, the low was 33. So maybe I want to raise it to 33 half. Let me close the trade. And looks like it is showing some strength. It is showing some strength. Okay, try to okay, I just want to close this. Okay, looks like it's not happening. So I think I just want to hit the button. Hit. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I'll just hit it. Okay, so if you notice, we have already made that the 2% our price target. Okay, so now we are in a comfort zone. Okay, we are in the comfort zone. And then we will try to go for a re-entry and wait for the next after the data is out. So now let's put in a re-entry. Let's go for gold US. So if you see right now, okay, the 2 hours is going to end in another 5 minutes. Okay, so the new time belt is going to come in. So most likely we should be looking to re-enter at 38. Okay, we can go for 2 entries. Taking into mind that today is going to be a weak close, so we'll go for one sell at 38. 38. Then another one at, okay, let me see the 15-minute. Another one at 41 half. Okay, and I think we have taken the right decision we closed at 34 something, and right now the market is bouncing back. So let's go into this. So now we have sold at we have order at 41 half. Okay, that one we have given at 30 half. Then we will go for another entry. $38 half and 43 half. Okay, and this one we will go for the previous target, which is at 20. So we have two entries. One is selling at 38 half and stop at 43 half. The other one is 41 half, stop at 46 half, and two different TP. Okay, so let's work on that. Then gold, euro, we would try to sell at, early on we had a sell at 58. So let that be intact. So now we will sell at 55. Okay, 55 and stop at 61 half. So we'll go for another entry. Okay, sell at 55, stop at 61 half, and TP early on I think we gave was 30 or 35. So, but I think we'll put it as 40 comfortably. So the expiry for this is 2 hours from now. So we have two entries. Selling at 55, stop at 61 half. Selling at 58, stop at 63. Then we have I think both are given at same TP, so maybe the other one we will try to adjust it later. We'll adjust this later. Then let's see the Aussie. Okay, the gold Aussie, sorry, I forgot to close. So the gold Aussie, we would go for a re-entry at 5122 and stop 5129 half. Okay, maybe we'll go for 5120 half and 26 half. Okay, 26 half. Then the other one is 5125. The one, let it be. Okay, so we will go for a sell at 51. Okay, the data is out. The data is going to be out. Okay, data is bad. Okay, data is bad. So okay, let me change. Okay, forecast is 61.9, came out to be 58.6. So which means to say we should see some pullback happening. Okay, so anyway, we will try to sell at 20 half. and 26 stop and 5102 TP. Okay, this one also will give about 1 to 2 hours. So we have taken, for those of you who have just joined, okay, we have already taken our profits on the gold, and we just took 3 trades, and all 3 we took profit, and we made about close to 2%. And now we are waiting for the Dow and the Nasdaq. We shorted. Okay, later on we need to work the TP for that. Then we are trying to re-enter on the gold. US at 38.5, and then gold euro at 55, and gold Aussie at 20.5, and we have another second entry. So let's wait for another 10-15 minutes, then we will see whether this order is getting filled. So if it filled, then well and good, then we can be on the right track. So while we are waiting for that trades, let's do the changes for the crypto, the Bitcoin and the Ethereum, because that is, we are going to hold overnight over the weekend. So let's wait, and we don't have any other trades intact. Then if you have any questions, you may ask, then I'll be glad to answer your questions. Okay, while we are doing the other research. Okay, now looking at the Bitcoin. Okay, the Bitcoin, I think we can comfortably say, because the second time it has tested and failed, we can comfortably say that the high for the week or major high has already been confirmed. Okay, so now if you look on the daily, okay, looks like the market is already showing weakness, and today's high, remember this morning we wanted to go for a sell at 119. I'm not sure what's the price. I think 119,600. I know I gave that entry, but I think we missed it. So now we look at the 6 hours and expect more weakness further down towards 16 or lower. But of course, that one we will project it later. So now let's see how we can trade this. So if you look 6 hours, that means let's say we reduce it to 2 hours. Okay, now the 2 hours has just started and it is showing some strength. Okay, and our gold Aussie is filled. Our gold Aussie is filled and gold US is also filled. Okay, so let me enter this. Give me a minute. Okay, so now we are looking at the hourly, so we should be able to sell at 18,500 and put a stop at 19,400. Okay, so this one we will try to take the trade and hold it overnight. Then the target we will work out later. Okay, so now selling at 18,500. Hold on, 18,500, 18,400. Okay, I want to be in this trade. So maybe 18,400. Okay, 18,400. So we have couple of orders getting filled now. We have gold US filled. We have gold Aussie filled. Gold Aussie, 2 entries filled, 20 half and 25. So we have 2 entries filled. The gold euro is not yet filled. Okay, so probably the one, I think one we reduce it to 52 half. So get into the trade as well. Then okay, now the Bitcoin, we want to go for a entry at 18,400. And the stop at 19,500. So we will give about 2 hours. So this is I'm sorry, this is about $1,100 stop loss, and I think we have about $300 risk. Okay, so about $300 risk. Then we will go for a second entry. Okay, selling at 850 and stop at okay, the one 850, stop 19,500. Okay, so that is a day sell, meaning to say until end of the day. So the second entry, we have only about $600 risk, which is about $180. So overall, what is going to happen is we are risking close to about $500, but our TP has to be better. But let's look into it. Then later we would decide on that. Okay. So now let's see. Okay, let's look at the gold US. gold Aussie and gold euro, the one round. Then we would see whether any changes or any changes in our view. Okay, we have seen some strength, and we are looking at 1 hour, and this strength should not go above 45.90. Okay, so let's look at the 30-minute, and so I don't think we should see the strength going beyond 43. As long as the price is below 43, we would still maintain our view. Yeah, 43 is an important level. So as long as below 43, we still maintain our view. So I think we should be able to be moving safely on this trade. Okay, then now let's move on to Ethereum. Okay, then after that we come back. Okay, Ethereum. Okay, this is trading above the previous week, and this is a pattern breakout, and most likely this is due for correction, and we are most likely we may have seen the high, because this is a bearish engulfing pattern. But for confirmation, we need to see this low break. If this low breaks, then we can comfortably say that this is going to be a good down move. Then also we are seeing a divergence, which also indicates that this is a major top that we are expecting. So as far as this is concerned, so today's high, okay, let's see today's high. Okay, today's high is 675. So 680 should be our stop loss. And right now, this is trading at 560. So we'll take two stop losses. One is 745, another one at 685. Okay. So now we decide on the entry. So now we are seeing some strength. So expect this strength to continue. So I'll go for a sell. Two order sell. One is 6.5. Okay, let me see. 580. Another one is at 630. Okay, we'll go for two sell, two entry. Okay, Ethereum, we are going for a $580, and the stop, remember, 680 or 690. Okay, this one expiry will give about 1 hour. Then another one will go for a sell at 630. 46.30. The stop at, we'll put it as 705. That means about 75 pips. Stop above today's high, and that is a day sell. Okay, this is a day sell. I think morning we gave a sell at 47.20, day sell. Okay, the one I think we'll still let it remain. Then we would see how it progresses. Okay, now looking at the trades. See, easy to control the trades. No doubt we take so many trades. We just look at the TP, the profit level. Then once it beyond $100, then we'll try to take action. That means whether it's making money or whether it is losing money. So if let's say it's losing money beyond $100, we have to take some action. Okay, so we got to do something. The same thing when it is making, then we also need to take action, meaning to say whether we want to close or wait or whatever. Okay, now you look at this, the gold US. Okay, we have a 43.5. So I think this is near the stop, and the gold Aussie also near the stop. So let's see that. Then let's see whether any changes we need to do. Then after that we come back on our trade. Okay, this strength is expected to continue because this hourly, this is showing a strength, and this strength can last for another at least 30 minutes or more. So since I've given my stop at 43.5, I may want to raise it by $1. Okay, I may want to raise my stop by $1 to 44.5. That means I'm making a change to this. Then the same thing, gold Aussie. Okay, this we are expecting the strength to continue if it breaks this high. So if it breaks, we should see the price to 31.5. So we have a stop at 26.5. So maybe we'll try to raise it another $2 or $3 up. Then we would see whether we want to hold the trade. If we get stopped out, then we'll go for re-entry, so not to worry on that. Okay, now we are seeing the Dow, we are making money more than $140. So let's see whether we can go for any add-on entry for that. Okay, now the Dow, it is trading below the previous 1 hour, and it is showing more weakness, and more weakness is expected to continue. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now more weakness is expected, and the target we are looking at is slightly lower. So let's see whether we can go for any add-on entry. Okay, the add-on entry, the stop has to be above 45,050. Okay, so we will go for a I think let's not go for add-on entry, because is already oversold. So I think we will skip that trade. So we'll just manage what we have, because I don't want, because we already have too many trades. We already made the 2%, and I want it to be adding on to my profit and not going the other way around. Okay, so I think we'll just, because the main reason is if today is Monday, then we can go for more add-on, but today being Friday, last trading day of the week, so we don't want to get ourselves caught and pay the price unnecessarily. Okay, now while we are waiting, we will see what is the projected target. So if we look at the projected target, we may see 44750. Okay, 44750. This is a we call it a naked eye target, because this is just looking at the chart and doing it, but actually you should see the price extending the target, which is 840, or retracement of this level, which is about 800. So price is expected definitely to test this and break beyond that level. Okay, so what we will do is since being Friday, and we will 22, so we have another 37 minutes, 37. Okay, so I think we will put a very conservative target, 800. Okay, actually can go lower, but I just want to realize this, and my stop loss, I'll bring it down to 050. So this trade, I'm already break even on this trade, so I don't have to worry about this. Even if it goes up, worst scenario is I'll be breaking even, but definitely I'm not going to be on the losing end. So the rest of the trade, we have all the TP except for the Nasdaq. So then the same thing, Nasdaq, let's look into it. Okay, Nasdaq is moving in the opposite direction. I think since like yesterday, this is also moving in the opposite direction. So here, if we see it's making lower high, lower low, but it's struggling to make lower high, lower low. So probable we may have seen the low for the day, which is at 700, or slightly lower, which is extension of this level, which should be about 610 or 550. So let's look at the 2 hours. I think we have more room to 700. Okay, Nasdaq isn't much room to go down for today. Okay, we will take around 700, 680 as the target. We don't have to be very greedy on this. So whatever we see, we try to enter. So we will see 680 as the target. So now all the trades are moving, and we should see the gold Aussie, see whether it has turned down. If not, then whether we need to close, because we have 2 entries on both gold, what do you call this, gold US and gold Aussie. since it's losing money, so we will see whether has it made a turn or we need to take action. Okay. So if we are right, the market should be closing near 38 within the next 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. So now if it breaks this high, then chances are we may be on the wrong side. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to reduce my exposure. Okay, the gold Aussie, the stop I want to reduce to 42.8. So I only lose $1, even if it goes, I only lose $1, so I don't have to be worried about that trade as well. The same thing, gold Aussie, I want to reduce my stop to 27.5, and most likely we may have seen the high. Okay, we may have seen the high. Correction is over, so now we should see the price coming down again, which I think it's a good sign. Okay, so now we reduce this stop to 28 or maybe 27. So I only lose $2 on this trade. So now so if you see, just now all was showing red, now it's already starting to turn and moving in our favor. So most likely this should be the correct decision. What we have done is, just now we have taken the profit at the right price, and we also entered maybe slightly earlier, slightly earlier. But I think we are still in the safe hands. Okay, still in the safe hands. And if let's say this really moves as we expected, then we make another 2%. So today would be like a big bonus, So, but let's wait to see how this market progresses, and nothing is guaranteed until we close the trade and get out safely. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let me see the Ethereum. Okay, I think the Ethereum, you see, this is what happens. We put an order to sell at 45.80 and the high was 45.790.9. So what can I say for this? So we are just unlucky, so there's nothing we can do on that. So let's wait to see. Then okay, any questions before we end the session? Okay, so if you have no questions, I think we just need to manage all this trade, see whether it breaks the low. If it breaks, then you hold it. Otherwise, you decide to take profit. Okay, so this is up to you to manage the trade from now. So this is your individual decision, and I just let you decide and see how we can get the best out of it. Okay, good luck to you guys, and I see you again next week. Okay, so I think today also it was a good day. So I think we want to end on a positive note. It's just that we just need to wait. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, thank you and bye.